Okay guys, today I have a 2000 Toyota Land Cruiser climate control. This will work for the 98 to 2002. I've had an issue where if I push these buttons, nothing happens. You have to really push them a bunch for something to happen. That's because the switch on the motherboard is going bad. So I'm going to show you how to replace those and get your climate control working again. So what you're going to need first is a Phillips screwdriver, a soldering iron, a desoldering iron, and some switches. And I'll link the switches in the description. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this apart. There are 3 screws right here, one here, one here, one here. So just take those out really quick. Okay, next we're gonna take this board off. There's 2 screws, one right there, one right here, and then this screw as well. Okay, and from there, I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to remove these 3 knobs. Pull them off, or you can use something to pry them off. Okay, now you're going to take a 11mm and remove these. There's 3 of them and a little washer. Okay, there's a little clip that you're going to take off right there, and we'll just put this to the side. Next, we're going to unhook this right here, this cable. Put that to the side. This is what we're going to be working on. We're just going to lift this white piece up right here, turn it around. Gonna have to push these white parts off. So I'm just gonna do it like this, and off it goes. Okay, if you have any burnt out lights, here's the main lights, and you can also take the green cover off, and that'll enable it to have white lights instead of green lights. But right now we're going to replace these little blue switches. Now the good news is, when we're looking at this climate control, this switch right here is empty, so we don't have to replace that. So this switch does not need to be replaced. Also, the antenna switch on mine works perfect, just probably because it's not used that much, and all of these work perfect as well. So we're only going to replace the AC, the defrost, the rear climate control heater button. So this is when we're going to use the desoldering tool. This one I like a lot. There's some other ways to do it that are kind of harder. This one costs about $15 to $20 online or at Radio Shack. And what you do is you hold this down like that. You push this tip, which gets really hot, onto the area that you're trying to desolder, and then you just suck it up like that. So it makes it a lot easier, and it's fairly inexpensive. While we wait for this to heat up, let's remove these little pieces right here. There's 4 of them, And to remove those, you just do it that way. So you pinch it here and pop it out. And then also, while this is out, you can clean around it. Okay, when it's hot enough, the best thing that I found is to hold it on the little wire and pull it out so the wire's sticking straight up. I don't know if you can see that, but it is sticking straight up because when they put these down, they push them onto the board, and that makes it easier to remove. So you just stick it in here, wait for it to heat up, pull the wire up, and then extract the solder. And it's kind of tough. Sometimes it takes a few goes to get it going. Okay, we're gonna do bottom one. This one's the AC. Okay, now the easiest way I found to get these switches out is you're gonna place a flathead screwdriver underneath this and just wobble it up and down until it comes out. Again, we don't replace that one. Some of these are gonna come out easier than others. If that's the case, if you have problems getting any of them out, just get it started a little bit, put the soldering iron, desoldering tool on it, heat it up, and then you should just be able to pull it out pretty easily. Okay, from there, after you get them all out, you're going to use these replacement ones, and you're going to just push them in. Okay, this is the solder that I use. I will link where I got it from, just on Amazon. It's pretty inexpensive. Actually, I guess this one's from Radio Shack, but and this is very important when you're soldering. Push up on this and do it again, and that'll make it so it's nice and flush. Okay, now we're done with that. Like I said, if you need to replace any lights, here are the lights. The easier ones to replace are going to be these. You just pop them out. All these other ones you're going to have to solder in. I'll link some of those in the description as well if you need those parts. I'll show you really quick. All you do is push it that way, pop it out, and if you want to remove the bra or the condom, whatever you want to call it, you just peel it off, and that'll change it from green to yellow. Okay, so let's put it back together. Put these on first. Okay, then we're going to put this on. Just make sure none of these are bent, or else it won't go on correctly. Okay, push that in, put that going. Next we're going to reconnect that. Next we're going to connect it this way. I like to just do it one at a time. Remember to not lose the washer. Okay, next we're going to plug this in right here. Two of the smaller screws. One goes here, one goes right here. Remember the smaller ones go in the middle, and the bigger one right there. Okay, now we're gonna screw these back in. Okay, now let's check it out after we tighten these up. Don't over tighten them. Okay, so it does sound a little different just because the silicone cover isn't on it, but works great. So next we're going to put these on. Okay, and that's how you do it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment, but that's how you do it. I'll make another video testing it just to show you that it does work, but it's pretty straightforward. I mean, it took me about 20 minutes to do it all. Thanks for watching. Okay guys, I got it installed. We're going to turn it on. Buttons work really good now. That's how you do it.